Sentimental FX update for the 20th of January. I'm going to start with gold because I just talked about it in the private chat. It's quite a technical play with gold because we had the monthly support one bounce. We also had the round number as well, the 1800. But it's just to say, really, I wanted to bring your attention to is that wick. So don't ignore your technicals. When you have a huge downside wick like this, it indicates lots of buying pressure, and if it has a technical support, then we can ignore the sentiment. We mean, keep it in mind, but if there are technical factors like this, and at a risk to reward perspective, that your exit could have just been here, you know, we're talking like $2 SL. So from that risk to reward, you know, you could have done pretty good. So your monthly put is 1858.72. I can't show you the stop loss cluster because it hasn't populated it. So it says the old one is 1873, which would bring that $5 away. But yeah, just to say, don't ignore your technical, and we had a double bottom there as well. And there's your monthly support one. So yeah, we did have a big wick off that support, and at that point they sold as well on the dynamic, as you can see. Take these guys off, my FX book and IG. At that point, when it must have looked like it was continuing to fall, and that was the trap. So got to be careful. The combination of the technical and the sentiment, that would have been quite a killer. Good move, actually, if you caught that. Yeah, it's like $60. Wow. S&P, and doing what I thought it was going to do, 3848, and we've actually exceeded the ATR value today. So your ATR, the average true range, is 3844. So we've exceeded the crazy range already. We're already quite a volatile pair. But like I was saying all week, you're moving average. It didn't look like it was teetering, it looked like it was ascending. So if you've got like a fairly slow moving average and it's in ascendance, then you know you don't really want to fight it. There was that idea I had where that was going to be potentially resistance and now support, because there's a candle wick on ML1, and that's just a trend line to ML1, and we had a nice bounce higher off that. So yeah, B1, we have actually exceeded ATR today. So really, we shouldn't have done that. So I imagine price to come back below, and then we can teeter. So maybe a little bit of a risk off as we close today, and then we'll just bounce around. Tricky. AJ 8052, 7940. 77.71 for AU, and 76.50. They sold it. Up we go. EA, this is the largest stop loss cluster, 155.73, and the one above is 156.81. We're a sell, but they're going long, so that would confirm that bias. So we get that stop loss cluster out, and that's 50 pips away. So you just combine the two, and you check your technicals as well. EU 161 and 120.46, and we're about at the high level, and it's pretty sideways, really. GU 136.86 and 136.18. Notice that this became more of a buy over the last 24 hours. And the Euro USD became more of a sell over the last 24 hours. So therefore, the Euro Pound should fall, because this is more of a buy and that's more of a sell. So we should see more declines on EG. Okay, 136.82, 136.14. We're buy at the high level, and it's them selling it, so it agrees with that. So up we go, and there's that nice bounce there as well. So up we go. NU 71.84, 70.89. I'm going short, so that would be fairly bullish. Up we go. Remember, if S&P continues to rally, this would do well because the dollar should soften. But we have exceeded the ATR value on the S&P, so it's tricky. And this is a ridiculously choppy pair, this one. It caught me out, and then it caught me out, and I just left it completely. I'm not going to trade this one for a while because it just it's very choppy, and it looks like we're going to resume the downtrend. And your monthly pivot is at 125.90, so technically it's a sell below that for the rest of this month. And yeah, so we're about at the high level, but they're going long, so that would therefore become bearish in the dynamic perspective. The dynamic is just shifted across time. See, that's that move. That's the bearish move. This is the bullish move. And now this is the bearish move, which is halfway there. I think it's got more legs left to run. And because you know the guys will hold on to their losses, won't they? And that's what happens until they get out and reverse, then this won't reverse. If they hold on, it will continue. If they hold on, we'll come down. And the SLC is 124.97. GN, there we are. 142.40, 140.22. And likewise, it's just being very choppy and horrible. UJ, 104.11 and 103.38. It coincides with the HR lower. Check your signal. Dollar CAD. And 126.67 and 125.92. Remember, you can see the live trades on YouTube. Just click on that link and you can see the performance of the signals. This is probably our best pair now, I think. Especially if it continues, we got in a really nice price around here, I think. So yeah, we're doing quite well. Yeah, about 50 pips, maybe a bit more. But then, yeah, that's them guys going along. So we'll come down and we'll get this to SLC 125.95. It's definitely quite achievable. Your ATR lower is going to be exceeded, so we've got to be a bit careful. And we've got monthly support 1 as well. So, you know, we've got to be careful with that because, you know, we had some good support. MS1. Dollar Swiss, 89.31. 88.60. This has been a sell for a long time, especially for FXCM, and so we should come down, but it's been quite resilient, so you have to see what the bubbles are doing, and that might give us more of a clue. And that just wraps up a fairly long video. Again, I try and make them not too long, but there's lots to talk about, and yeah, just let me know if you need any help, if you're struggling at all. If you need some help or maybe some advice, just let me know. I don't mind. You know, I want to make sure that you guys continue with the service. So if you're happy, then you'll continue. If you're not happy, you'll leave. So just you'll need to let me know if you're struggling with stuff. It has been a pretty choppy few weeks, but it will settle down soon. I'm not quite sure why. It could be the rebalancing of the books on some major portfolios. We've got earnings season as well, and the new president today, so all sorts of things going on. But this EJ, for example, that's just it sort of typifies this week in a way. But it's good that we got out, and it got us out, and that's the key. That's the good thing about the bubbles. It does exit us when it goes wrong, which is cool. And so we just need the retail guys to commit to their bias, and then we'll start profiting a lot. So no more chop, and then that'll be great. And I'll speak to you guys tomorrow. Have a good evening, and have a good one.